This is the newest Air Force One, and it is the most advanced presidential taxi ever made. Well, maybe. The VC-25B has been stuck in limbo for years as delay after delay bogs down the program into the latest Department of Defense boondoggle. But to better understand how soon-to-be President Trump may never get to ride in it, we need to take a look at all the upgrades currently planned for the newest Air Force One that will make it the most secure yet luxurious aircraft in the world. The design of the new VC-25B is mostly unknown, but here's a model based on all available public information, starting with the Presidential Suite. Because of its proximity to exits, the Presidential Suite is located at the front, so in case of emergency, the President can make a quick escape. While this feature of Air Force One's layout will always remain the same for security reasons, the rest of the suite is getting a huge makeover, starting with the interior design. For decades, the Presidential Suite has maintained what is known as a Southwestern style. This style, with its emphasis on nature and earth tone colors, has adorned each Air Force One since the 1960s. But the VC-25B is changing that. Current plans are for the room to be upgraded to a more modern design. This will include a sleeker, more open feel and a new white paint job. But that is not the only thing changing with the redesign. Before, the furniture of the Presidential Suite was better suited for a Red Roof Inn than a president. This is because the president had to sleep on a pull-out bed and had limited, outdated seating arrangements. However, the plan is now to ditch the presidential futon for an actual queen-size bed and expand the personal lounge area with additional recliners and sofas to make them plusher. The suite is also getting a brand new TV, and the windows are being expanded to offer more natural light. In addition to this, the designers are more cognizant of enhanced snooping technology that could record the president in his private moments. That's why the suite will have increased security features like soundproofing to supposedly protect classified information during closed-door meetings. However, we see that there's a door leading to a staircase that goes to the second deck of the VC-25B. Up these stairs is where Trump will make America great again while 30,000 feet in the air. Just like the Presidential Suite, the President's office is ditching the 1960s-era decor and being made more modern and sleeker to mirror the Oval Office in the actual White House. Only here, the upgrades go far beyond merely aesthetic. Instead, the majority of the upgrades here are focused on functionality and security, starting with getting rid of the 1980s-era computers. Because Air Force One's designers wanted to make the plane as impenetrable to cyber attacks as possible, they initially chose to use the latest and greatest analog technology at the time. While this worked great for the period, digital technology has greatly advanced to the point where there can be very secure, hardened networks that are not analog. With the new digital technology installed in the airborne Oval Office, the president can now make decisions faster and more securely thanks to the addition of touchscreen monitors and more robust encryption that provides links to various satellite communications. With these enhanced comm suites, Trump would now have better and faster access than ever before to communicate with the outside world, whether that be coordinating a response with NORAD or blasting memes into cyberspace. However, providing a new workspace and a wholly revamped comm suite are not the only functionality upgrades the plane's receiving. One of the other ones is turning the aircraft into a flying trauma center. Moving back from the Presidential Suite and office, you'll see what looks like an inconspicuous broom closet. But don't let the looks deceive you. Inside this room is some of the most advanced medical equipment in the world. It's an entire hospital room, complete with a surgical bed, heart monitors, a full trauma kit, and even a fully stocked pharmacy. Though previous renditions of Air Force One included a type of medical facility, the other ones are all very bare bones compared to this one. Because of these upgrades, the new Air Force One is capable of stabilizing a patient before landing and performing surgery while in flight. Going past the medical bay, one will see that the remaining interior of the aircraft has been completely revamped, starting with the main conference room. Towards the center of the aircraft is the main conference room. While the location is not changed, the room is getting a complete makeover. Boeing is throwing out all the old 1980s retro furniture that's better suited for a nursing home and is installing new chairs along with a new paint job that will match the presidential suite. Additionally, the table will no longer be a plain Jane table. Instead, it will feature touchscreens in front of each user so that participants can view critical information at their fingertips while receiving a briefing. Speaking of briefings, the room is also being upgraded with advanced communication capabilities similar to those of the presidential office. With one exception, the conference room will be able to conduct secure meetings with people around the world and present a message to the nation while airborne. While Trump may prefer to use his buddy Elon's X or his own Truth Social to address the public, this is still a significant capability that allows the president to maintain control no matter what is going on. But after those meetings are over, all of the VIPs and officials on board are going to be hungry. Thankfully, the designers have that covered too. Going past the conference room, one will see that there is a full galley that is double the size of the cramped kitchens on previous Air Force Ones. With these fully modernized and upgraded kitchens, the staff on board can whip up everything from 5-star meals to Trump's infamous well-done steaks for up to 100 people 3 times a day. But after expending all that energy chewing those super tough steaks, the VIPs and officials will need somewhere to lay down and rest. Thankfully, those people are also receiving an upgrade to their living quarters. Before, the guest suites more closely resembled a ship's berthing rather than a luxury suite. The VC-25B will change that by giving each official their own suite that looks more like a cruise ship cabin, while the Secret Service and support staff will still get bunk room accommodations. While all these previous upgrades are great for aesthetic and diplomatic reasons, the new Air Force One has received some serious improvements to its defense systems, which are designed to keep the president alive no matter what.